Hey, what's up, Colin?
How's it going?
I'm good. How are you, man?
Oh, I'm doing pretty well. Just another beautiful day here. I guess we're a couple hours ahead of you guys. It's been after for a little bit.
Awesome, man. Where do you work? From home, office?
From home right now. Actually, starting for an office as things get busier, and my wife's complaining about too many people coming in and out of the house.
Yeah, I had that conversation with my wife last night. I want to do this vlog series, and she's like, "So people will be coming over?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "No, it's not happening." I'm like, "All right, I'll have to readjust."
Yeah, I've got a couple of guys that do construction. We do our own in-house construction, and basically only the foremen are allowed to come over. The regular guys aren't allowed to come over.
Regulars.
I don't want everybody knowing where I live and being in my house.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So briefly, obviously this is Steve, and then can you see Grace? Are you in the picture? Yeah. Oh yeah, she is. Yeah, this is Grace. She's our accountant and property accountant, and then Rita just patched in to remotely, and yeah. And I don't know your official title actually, Rita.
Badass.
I know.
Our resident badass.
Team support.
There you go.
Cool. So. I guess, Colin, because this is the first time I've only chatted with you on the phone briefly a couple times, you just want to give us a real brief kind of background on what you're doing out there in Kansas City.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm an investor myself, and I've been trying to work with Logan Sunbrice, who I believe that you got introduced to.
Yeah.
How we initially got connected. We are working to be a single point of contact, essentially, for us investors, doing a turnkey to / hybrid turnkey offering. Logan can source properties if you're looking for kind of a $500,000 and up. That's really his specialty, multifamily or commercial. And then I focus on some of the smaller things, whether it's a one-off single family or smaller packages, 3 to 5 homes. Sometimes we get the larger ones. We were looking at a package of 30 homes. Just the other day, still trying to dial in the analysis on that one. So we provide that. We bring the properties in. We do the analysis on the property. What we like about the area. If we do like the area, there's a lot of properties that you guys don't see that come through to us. Then we send them out to you. We try to, we verify what we think the rent's going to be. Put together our pro forma, which I guess you guys are familiar with. You've seen it, and turns out it might have actually been just a little bit more conservative than yours, which was good.
Yeah.
And like I said, we got our own in-house construction, so whether we're doing the GC work ourselves or more of the construction management stuff, depending on the scope of work, we handle that to get the houses rehabbed and then take it over from the property management point of view on the other side.
We may want to adjust our criteria. Number one, up as far as price point. What do you think about maybe staying more around the median price point? What's the median price point in Kansas City?
That varies so much. There's just, as you guys know, there's just so many different neighborhoods. For rental properties, I think you're going to be around that $70,000 to $100,000 price range for rental properties. To be honest with you, we can start pushing it higher into the 120s and 140s if you want, but those are going to be more of a high B or A area.
Yeah. And so
for my analysis, I don't always see the ROI, but
right. That first property that you sent us, I liked how it was kind of close to turnkey. I think we want to probably go in on this first one with a property that's already fixed up, that is in a B or better area, that we could send our mom walking around at night and not worry about her safety. That's gonna hit that 250 cash flow. I'm comfortable going up to 100, 120 for the right house. I think what's most important, especially for the first one, is that it rents quickly. The tenant's base is good, and that it's a good experience. I know we might need to give away some of the ROI. I'm okay with an 8 cap or something rather than a 10 cap if my peace of mind is better and it's a nicer home. with the more stable tenant. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, absolutely.
so that's what I'm thinking is like, B or better, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, ideally, at least 1,000 square feet, if not like 1,100 square feet, with a garage, and 70 to 120,000. That needs like little to no repairs. Apartment buildings, fourplexes are great. Just the same type of criteria: good tenant base, B or B minus minimum. 8 to 10 cap, and we're trying to keep the criteria simple. So, help us co-create this. Like, if you think, hey, maybe I would look at this. We want little headache, decent cash flow, equity build up. Same, the 3 things I think a lot of people are looking for.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I just asked because we're seeing some stuff come across, some on market, some off market stuff, in some of these different areas, and me being plugged into some of these. Well, I guess I asked, are you okay with these rural areas if we can get you a B class property?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. I mean, this is where I own the majority of my properties. I mean, I just started because that's where I was. But we find that we can find some pretty good B class tenants and a decent ROI. Some on market and some off market stuff that we get exposed to.
Okay, got it. Yeah, we're open. So,
yeah, as long as it hits the numbers, it's economically in a decent place, and like we said, like a B area at least, and then the filter is like, you send it to me, I kind of crunch the numbers, I send it to Grace and Steve. If we're like, yeah, let's do it, then we kind of go to the next step of offering and talking to you more about it. So, we're definitely interested in a multifamily as well. Just looking to get the foothold, and then once we feel comfortable in the market, the goal is to open it up and really get our client base of roughly 600 clients out here, to open it up to them to bring their capital to a different market, and maybe just kind of diversify and see a little bit more of an ROI. So